Are you a sophisticated man that likes to take care of your sophisticated beard? Head over to badassbeardcare.com where they have all of your essential needs. Beard butters, beard balms, beard oils, combs, and different things to take care of your essential needs for your beard. Badass Beard Care. Head over there. And you can use Check In 2024 for 10% off on all your items. Please go check it out now. We out.
Reppin' the road, foreign goddess with my name on their toes. These studies acknowledge me, honestly, put the seat back and I gotta see Prodigy alone. Mama wanna suck in the swallow me, watch ties.
Welcome to the Check-in Report.
Fire!
Thank you guys for joining me. I am in the building. Nice to meet you. I'm not on camera today. I'm just gonna be rapping. You know, I'm gonna be talking from the headquarters. Not on camera today. I don't feel like running down here and grabbing this and grabbing that. But look, we got some things to address. Some things to talk about this evening. Is this beef cooked? Or is it not? I think that this beef is cooked. So much to get to, so much to address. Again, this is the Check-in Report. Thank you guys for joining me. I am your host, your humble host, True and Living. Welcome to the Check-in Report. I mean, where do we start? Where do we honestly start? I mean, honestly, let me just lay some things out here, right? I think that we absolutely witnessed one of the greatest battles that ever took place. We witnessed it. We witnessed it. We seen two capable, credible, two great black men go at it. Two respected men in their crafts go at it, and they created dope music. Some of the greatest diss records we've heard. Great bodies of art. But I gotta say, this beef is cooked. And it's not these two men's fault. It's not Drake's fault. It's not Kendrick's fault. I gotta say, it's not their fault. It's you fans. It's y'all. Y'all the reason why this shit is cooked. Meme after meme, narrative after narrative, tabloid after tabloid. Oh, Kendrick is a wife beater. Drake is a pedo. All of this tabloid stuff. Let's get to the music. Who had the better song? Who had the better record? Who raps better? This turned into some Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, Steve Wilkos nonsense. It went way off of basis, and then you got people on Twitter. Oh my goodness, people on Twitter, Facebook, you have ruined this battle. You made it so corny. You run into the internet to get the jokes off, just to do the memes. Relax. You run into the internet to get the narrative off. Oh, Kendrick won. Kendrick, he's the greatest. Kendrick, get off Kendrick nuts. You Drake fans, stop crying. Stop being crybabies. Stop pulling up all of these old tweets from Metro and Top Dog. Stop with all the investigative snitching tactics. Both fan bases are guilty. It's not just one of the fan bases. It's both fan bases. Both fan bases have been crying. They've been crying. This beef is absolutely cooked, man. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear no more. Salute to Fred. I see he's in the building. Salute to Fred. Salute Fred. This beef is absolutely cooked. I don't want to hear no more. I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. I'm just done with it. I'm tired. Like, honestly, like, if you really look at it, right? Neither one of these men had proof. There's no proof of Kendrick beating on his wife. Where's the proof at? Where's the 1000% proof that Kendrick has been beating on his wife? Where's the 1000% proof that Dave Free has fathered one of Kendrick's baby mother's child? Where's that proof? Where's the proof for Drake? Where's the proof that Drake is a pedo? I haven't seen nothing. Everybody keeps sending this video of him on stage with this 17-year-old girl that he brought upstage, and the girl came forward. the girl came, which looked crazy, but the girl came forward and she said, listen, that's not what it was. That's not what it was whatsoever. And I truly believe that people are just running with the narrative. The narrative is more funnier than the truth. The narrative is more funnier than the truth. You know what they say about that? They say that a lie can be more entertaining than the truth. There's no 1000% fact that Drake is a predator. And we have to get to all of the things talked about here. We have to talk about Drake's house getting shot up. Some people are claiming it's because of the Weeknd's manager's house was shot up a couple weeks ago. I may have to pull that report up. Yeah, but I did hear that one of the Weeknd's manager's house got shot up, and this is a rebuttal to that. But I have to clap at you fans, man. The fans ruined this battle for me. And I can't just say it's the Drake fans. I can't just say it's the Kendrick Lamar fans. It's all of them. They ruined this battle. We don't need you posting memes every 5 seconds just because you're on Kendrick's nuts. We don't need you Drake fans pulling up every old tweet because you can't stand to see Drake lose in a rap battle. Relax. Let these two men go at it. And again, and I also have to clap at the publications. I have to clap at the ESPNs. I have to clap at the LA Times. I have to clap at the publications as well. They have been meat riding. Get off of Kendrick's nuts. You're not getting that interview. You're not getting that article. Get off his nuts. The fans have ruined this battle. I don't want to hear more. I don't want to hear Heart Part 6, Heart Part 7. I don't want to hear meet the Grahams, meet the Aubreys, meet this side of his family, meet his white side of his family. I'm done. The beef is cooked. The beef is cooked, man. The beef is cooked. Just have to say that, and it's because of you fans. I just had to say that. I had to get that off my. Had to get that off real quick. I had to. Now let's get to Drake's house being allegedly shot up. I got to get to that because I want to talk about that a little bit. His house being shot up. Let's actually look at that. I got the thing right here. It was on news as well, which is crazy. It's like, wow, man. They saying that one of his bodyguards got shot, which is unfortunate. It's sad to hear that. But yeah, man. Oh man! And now allegedly this beef is going into the street. Now I'm not gonna put that on Kendrick's jacket. I don't know. I'm not putting nothing on nobody's jacket. I don't know what happened. I don't know what occurred. I don't know. This could be because of the Weeknd's manager's house being shot at. I don't necessarily know what this is about. But let's play this news clipping.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news that we want to get to. This is some aerial footage of the house.
Shout out to Fred. Fred says Canada drive bus is crazy.
Warning.
Yeah, man. I didn't know they do drive-bys in Canada. a lot of this stuff looks weird. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna get to the OVO store being vandalized as well, but a lot of this stuff just looks weird to me. What is going on and what's happening? Let's get back to the news clip.
From Drake, this is the rapper Drake right there. This is his house in Toronto. There was a shooting that happened earlier outside Drake's Toronto home, and one person was injured in this. According to TMZ, sources confirm the injured person is a member of Drake's security team. Now, police have yet to say if they believe the shooting is related to the Kendrick Lamar feud. Drake and Kendrick Lamar have been feuding for quite some time, releasing...
This is a bad look for hip-hop. This is a bad look for hip-hop, and I don't like that the news put that out there. We don't know if this is a result of the Drake-Kendrick Lamar beef. I don't even like that they threw his name in there. That, you know, you got, you know, this is what is this, Fox News? This is Fox News. I don't like the fact that they put Kendrick Lamar's name in here, saying that this may be a result of such.
Diss tracks against one another, but again, police have revealed the victim suffered a gunshot wound to the upper chest.
Yeah, this beef is cooked, y'all. This beef is cooked. This beef is cooked, man. If it's going to, shout out to Sinclair. I see Sinclair's in the building. Shout out to Sinclair. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But if this is going to, you know, go into the street now, I don't want to put it on nobody that, oh, it's Drake or it's Kendrick or whatever, you know, this the reason why his house got shot up. But if it's going to spill into the street, then I can't rock with this beef. This beef is cooked. I mean, Canada hasn't had a drive-by since the 1800s. Let's be real here. Who's doing drive-bys in Canada? What's happening here? What's going on here? And whoever did this, and I'm not gonna put that on Kendrick Lamar's camp. I'm not gonna put that on his camp. I'm not gonna do that. That's not what I'm not gonna do that. But it seems like to me, right now, I want y'all to walk with me, right? Walk with me. It seems like who's ever done this is trying to point Kendrick Lamar and his team that they've done this. Now, let me show you why. The OVO store. Hold on, my fault. Drake Kendrick OVO store vandalized. Here we go. Look at this. The store was vandalized. Let me go to the root. Shout out to the root. The store was vandalized. And look at what it says. They not like us. This is the front of the OVO store. They vandalized the store. They broke in the glass. I'm guessing they went in there and may have stolen some merchandise. And there's a huge graffiti on here that says, "They not like us." So whoever did this is trying to point at Kendrick Lamar that he may have something to do with this, or he's a part of this. I mean, they're trying to point at him, you know, maybe a finger, an elbow, that hey, this is a result of Kendrick Lamar. And this is why I'm saying, and this is another reason why I'm saying that this beef is cooked. This beef is cooked. This beef is cooked. If you know, I don't want to see nobody go to jail. I don't want to see nobody get shot. I mean, this is just supposed to be a little rap battle on wax. No, nobody wanted this beef to go beyond raps, 16s, 32 bars. If it's going to bleed into the street, then I'm definitely don't want to be a part of this. I don't want nothing to do with it. Me personally, I just feel like all of us, not just me, but I feel like all of us have spent too much time mentally on this battle. I'm just exhausted. I'm kind of over it. I'm over the battle. I'm over it. And I told you, like what I said, like it's mostly because of the fans. I'm over the battle because of the fans. I'm tired of the memes. Every time I scroll down Instagram, I'm seeing like 100 memes about this battle, whether it be, dissing Drake, or if it's, trying to clap at Kendrick Lamar. I'm just over the memes. I'm over the narratives. I'm over the tabloid. Drake is a pedo. Kendrick Lamar is a wife beater. It's just like, at a certain point, it's just like, enough is enough, bro. I'm just tired of it. And what purpose at this point? This is just my opinion. I know I'm sounding like J. Cole right now. I know I'm sounding like J. Cole. I know I'm sounding like, hey man, you was the same one clowning J. Cole. You was the same one, clowning him for apologizing and all that. But I'm just like, what does this beef really serve these two? They're both talented rappers. They both, respected in their fields. Kendrick Lamar, critically acclaimed rapper. Drake, one of the highest selling rappers, most billboards, number one entries, highest selling rapper. All of these dudes are decorated in, both of, what they do in terms of this hip hop thing. Me personally, I just feel like, where does it end? I know it's hip hop. I see Sinclair saying record sales. Yeah, I know that's the goal here, is record sales. But at the end of the day, it's like, Kendrick Lamar has been called. Let's really look at the timeline of events. Kendrick Lamar has been called a wife beater. How does that help him in record sales? Drake has been called a pedo. He's been called a predator. How does that help him in record sales? At this point, it's really turning into, some type of tabloid, Esquire, Us Weekly type of nonsense now. It's not about music anymore. And that's why I feel like this beef is cooked. The beef is cooked. It's overdone, over-seasoned. It doesn't serve neither one of these dudes at this point. It doesn't serve Drake to be. Come on now. He at this point, Drake now has to combat a record right now. They Not Like Us. They saying They Not Like Us. Maybe see if I can pull it up. They saying They Not Like Us is slated to go number one. They Not Like Us. Here we go. Not Like Us. Kendrick. Hot Billboard. Let me put in Billboard. They saying that record is supposed to go number one next week. Yeah, not Like Us. It's challenging for Billboard Hot 100 number one. How does that serve Drake in any way? A hit record, allegedly calling him a pedo, right? Calling him a predator of such. How does that serve Drake? That doesn't serve him. How does Kendrick Lamar having these rumors swirl about him being an alleged woman beater? How does that serve him? It doesn't serve neither one of these dudes. It doesn't serve neither one, and it's getting to a point where I just feel like the beef is cooked at this point. Do you really want to see these guys go another 3 rounds? Do you really feel like what does it serve neither one of them? And me, I just feel like we've given this beef so much mentally. I just feel like all of us, you got to think, this has been going on since Like That. Since the Like That record. Like That came out, early April? I believe Like That came out early April. So we've been given this battle a lot of mental space and a lot of thought for the last 2 months now, really, or a month and a half now. We've been. Is Drake gonna respond? Is Kendrick gonna respond? When will he respond? And then we finally get all these barrage of tracks. Great tracks, by the way. I stand on saying that we got a lot of great music out of this battle, but I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of scrolling down Instagram and see people posting memes of Kendrick being Kendrick there's a photo going around. I don't know if I should have pulled it up. I should have copied it. There's a photo going around of Kendrick and whipping Drake as and Kendrick is like the slave and And I guess Drake is supposed to be like the house Negro, the light-skinned house Negro, like the overseer, and Kendrick is like whooping him. Like all these corny memes and all of this nonsense, you know, just a lot of meat riding on both sides. A lot of meat riding. It's a lot of meat riding. And I just feel like this battle got way off basis. Way off basis. Like it just went, it went from who's the best to who's the who has the most dirt. You know? Who's not a predator? Who's not a predator? Who's not a woman beater? That's what it turned into. But let's get back into this.
And it does appear to have been a drive-by attack. Also, there has been impact across the Atlantic. In London, someone reportedly vandalizing Drake's store, spray painting, quote, "They not like us" on the store's front window. That graffiti inspired by Kendrick Lamar's latest diss track drop, quote, "Not like us." And just a short time ago, we were hearing from Canadian authorities as they shared the very latest in this shooting, and I do want to play that.
Sinclair says definitely didn't serve his security detail who got injured. I agree. Now, because now innocent people are getting touched. Innocent people are now being hit now. Now let me ask y'all this. God forbid, I'm not calling for this. Now, what if somebody? Because I don't know if this came from Kendrick camp. I'm not even going to put that on his jacket because Drake lives in Canada. Kendrick Lamar, I think he lives in I think New York or whatever like that. I'm not putting this on Kendrick. I don't think Kendrick is this type of. I don't think he moves like this, right? So I'm not going to put this on his jacket. But if Drake feels like, hypothetically, this may have came from somebody from Kendrick's camp, that's a bad look. Now that gives Drake incentive to do something to him. It gives Drake incentive to do something, you know, somebody may get touched on that side. And I feel like that now this beef is spilling over into a criminal aspect that I don't want to see it spill over into. You got to think, we're talking about, think about all of the lines that were crossed. A lot of lines were crossed in this battle, guys. A lot of lines have been crossed. Drake being a pedo, Kendrick beating his wife, people's kids were talked about, people's family members, people's friends, people sleeping with other people's wives, people talking about paperwork on the other side of them, you know, alleged sexual deviancy. A lot of lines have been crossed here. So, you know, the only next element at this point is for it to go to that aspect of a criminality aspect. So I think we as a culture need to just we need to just let this beef go. Let the beef go, because at this point, I just feel like it doesn't serve neither one of them at this point.
For you right now.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, you know. But that's just my thoughts on that. I just feel like at this point, I just feel like the beef is cooked. How longer do y'all want this beef to go? Let me ask y'all that. We got 6 people in here. Salute to the 6 people in here. Salute to y'all. If this beef was on the grill, it'll be cooked. It'll be well done. It'll be burnt on all sides, crispy. You know, you at the barbecue, somebody leaves like a hamburger on the grill for too long, and it's like, oh, it's burnt to a crisp. It's like crispy. It's like a damn chalked up frisbee. Non-edible. That's what this beef is now. This beef is non-edible. And if it's going to go to an element of criminality, I'm not for that. I'm not for that. We just wanted a dope battle, you know, great raps, great songs. That's all we wanted. I don't want nobody's house to get shot. I don't want nobody's security to get popped. I don't want nobody's chain to get popped at the concert. I'm not calling for that. I think that's now the game is getting into a place where we don't want it to be. We don't want it to go there. We've seen what happened with Tupac and Biggie, and I'm not saying that neither one of these guys is gonna get to that aspect, But I'm just saying, we've seen when the game gets to that element. You know, we've seen that before. We don't need the game to get to that element of, you know, somebody getting touched, somebody possibly getting shot. Like, what happens if Drake would have actually got shot? Thank God he didn't. But if he actually got shot in this whole scenario and it wasn't his security, we would be looking at this thing a whole lot differently. We'll be looking at this thing a whole lot differently. Now, let me pull up the article and this is where I believe that this is coming from. Hopefully I can find the article. Weekend manager house. Yeah, weekend manager house. Because his house was shot up a couple of weeks ago. Weekend manager house shot. Hopefully we could pull this up. I seen this article. Weekend manager Cash XO. Yeah, that's his name. Cash XO. Let me see. That's his name. Because his house got shot up a while ago. Let me see if I can pull that article up. Cash XO. Yeah. Here we go. Guard shot outside house linked to Cash XO. Here we go. This is on Complex. Security guard shot multiple times outside house linked to Cash XO potential home invasion attempt. Wow. So it was a home invasion attempt. Now, I didn't know this. I didn't know that a security guard got shot in that. I just heard that his house got shot up. I didn't know that a security guard got shot. Oh, now this looks like it's tit for tat then. This looks like it's tit for tat. I shoot your security guard, you shoot my security guard. Sinclair says, to the person who did this, what do they gain by this? They gain absolutely nothing. Maybe an XO chain. For XO chain for his greasy neck. Who knows? A hand-me-down Ferrari. Who knows? But this looks like it's tit for tat because I didn't know that the Weeknd's manager. All I heard was his house got shot up. I didn't know his security guard got shot multiple. His security guard shot multiple times. Let me read this report. Hold on, this is crazy. I didn't know that. All I heard was the house got shot up. Let me look at this report. Security guard was shot outside a home in Encino area linked to Amir Esmilian, widely known as Cash XO or simply Cash. While the investigation into the shooting, which took place around 2 a.m. in the morning local time. Now keep in mind the time. Keep in mind the time. The shooting that happened outside of Drake's house, I heard it was around 2 o'clock as well. So while the investigation into the shooting, which took place around 2:30 a.m. local time Monday, remains ongoing, a report from KTTV notes that officials are looking into the possibility of this being an attempted home invasion. Police first received 911 of the shooting in the area, including one from the guard. In that call, the guard whose name was not included, initiated reports said that 3 men in hoodies and masks had fled. Wow. I didn't know that. The 47-year-old guard was ultimately taken to the hospital, though said to have been in critical condition following the shooting. Monday reports stated that he was expected to survive. As at the police at the scene shooting, I ain't gonna lie. This looks like it's connected to this. This looks very connected. Just looking at this report, KTLA adds that police in the scene of the shooting stated that Cash was at the residence at the time. However, he has not spoken publicly about the incident, at least as this writing. As for the house, it's reported to be on the marker for around 12 million. Yeah, man, this looks like it's tit for tat right here. This looks tit for tat. Sinclair says an eye for the eye makes the world blind. I agree. And if you don't know who Cash XO is actually the Weeknd's manager. Let me just pull him up here. Let me pull him up on put him up on the Summer Jam screen if you don't mind. Cash XO. He's actually the Weeknd's manager, and you know Weeknd has been beefing with Drake as well. Weeknd. There we go. He's actually the Weeknd's manager. You see them right here. Yeah, you know, they got pictures together and stuff like that. That's his man. See, there you go, right here. That's his man's. That's his manager. You know, and you know Drake, him and the Weeknd and Drake, they've been having little issues. You know, Weeknd disses Drake on that last Metro Boomin project. I mean, it looks like this is bleeding into the streets to me. Weeknd disses Drake on Metro Boomin album. Yeah, The Weeknd and A$AP Rocky diss Drake on We Still Don't Trust You. Yeah, you know, listen, this all seems connected to me. You shoot my security guard, I shoot your security guard. You pull up at my house at 2 a.m., you know, clap one of my security guards. I'll pull up at 2 a.m., clap one of your security guards. I didn't know The Weeknd and his manager was moving like this. Is this what they doing out in Canada? Even though it did happen in LA. It happened because Cash, they said that it's a LA home. Are they moving and shaking like this out in Canada? Because all of these dudes are allegedly from Canada. Sinclair says, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. That was a warning. Warning. But let me know how y'all feel. Do y'all think that Cash and The Weeknd are doing some, you know, Michael Corleone type stuff right now? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. It looked like it looked like they called the order. I don't like to snitch. It looked like they put in an order. And tried to make it look, because look at this, look at the thing again, right? It looked like they put in an order to get, Drake crib shot up or whatever, and also to get his store vandalized. Now keep in mind, this OVO store is where? It's in London, right? I believe it's in London. It seemed like somebody's pointing at somebody's trying to make it seem like it's Kendrick who's doing this, or Kendrick has something to do with it, which is like some roundabout kind of snitching type of thing. They not like us. See, plastered on the OVO store wall here is Cash and The Weeknd pointing elbows. Are they calling shots right now? Are they calling shots right now? It looked like they calling shots right now. It looked like they may have had a hand or had a part in this whole ordeal. It's something to think about, man. But yeah, for me, I just feel like it's time for this beef to end, man. I'm done with this beef. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to do any more videos on it. It's just like, I just feel like this beef is cooked. Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I just feel like, listen, man. I mean, if we continue with this battle, like, what happens next, right? Let's say Kendrick continues to go over the line. Let's say he continues to double down and call Drake a pedo. Let's say Drake doubles down and calls Kendrick a wife beater. He's like a Ike Turner, Chris Brown type of nigga. if they continue to double down, there's nowhere else for this to go but to the streets. Sinclair says they have so many CCTVs in London. That's a fact. Also, like, let's be real here. Drake's crib, we would all be remiss to not think that Drake got at least 6 or 7 or 100 cameras, all plastered around his crib. I'm sure they got a license plate. I'm sure they got a number. I'm sure they caught, all of this happened in real time. Fred says, in today's world, you never know. With these bozos acting fools, gives regular Joe Schmoes courage, and the streets heat up. That's a fact. Because even though it looks to me that The Weeknd and his manager, they may have something to do with this. It may be in all reality just an overcrazed fan trying to pretty much point fingers and point elbows at The Weeknd and Drake, and The Weeknd and Cash and Kendrick Lamar. They probably have no knowledge of any of this. I'm sure Cash and Kendrick, and there's being reports, I don't know if this is true, but there are reports that a diss track, now I don't know from who, I don't know if it was from Kendrick or from Drake, but I heard that there was supposed to be a diss track that was supposed to come out tonight, but it didn't come out because of what happened at Drake's house. So one of these dudes was allegedly about to pull, they about to hit the launch button, but ultimately decided not to because of what happened at Drake's house. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if Kendrick drops another diss record, listen, I think both of these dudes should kind of hold off on this beef. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think they should back away from this beef, because I don't think neither one have anything to gain from this beef at this point. Y'all locked horns, y'all made it happen, but where do y'all go from here? They can't be friends in kumbaya after this. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna take some healing. It's gonna take some time. For me, if I was Drake, you're not gonna call me a pedo and think we about to be cool and holding hands and kumbaya. If I'm Kendrick, you're not gonna be calling me a wife beater and my friend slept with my wife and none of that happened and I'm gonna be kumbaya with you. So I really don't expect neither one of these dudes to be kumbaya with one another. It's gonna take some time for these two brothers to have some healing, some real healing here, man. But man. But like I said, I feel like the average hip hop fan ruined this battle. It's just too many memes, too many people with their opinions that mean nothing. People are so thirsty. Kendrick won. People are I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I think that the narrative of this battle ruined this battle. I think that the narrative of this battle is this. This is the narrative of this battle. People collectively, and when I say people collectively, I'm talking about the artists. I'm talking about the average hip hop listener. I'm talking about all of them, right? Even to I'm gonna say also hip hop commentators and podcasters and people in radio. People collectively are tired of Drake's reign. It's not so much that Kendrick, they love Kendrick and Kendrick is the guy. And listen, Kendrick is extremely talented. He's a great rapper, all of the above, right? But it's not so much that people are rocking with Kendrick. It's more so that, Kendrick is almost looked like he's our savior. He's the last guy that could get Drake up out of here. And I truly feel that that's the narrative here. People are tired of Drake. They're tired of him. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Every single artist that has come out on him, whether it be Metro Boomin, whether it be Rick Ross, whether it be Future, whether it be Weeknd, whether it be Kendrick Lamar, they have used Drake at one point in time in their lives. But now they want to use this. Oh, he's not black enough, and he's a colonizer. Was he a colonizer when you got him featured on your album, Kendrick Lamar? Was he a colonizer when Metro Boomin? Was he a colonizer when you were sending him beats? Rick Ross, was he a colonizer when you begged him to do a feature with you? I mean, to me, it just seems like it's all driven by narrative. People are tired of Drake's reign at the top, and everybody is supporting Kendrick because he's the guy they really get him out of here. He's the guy that's going to be the one to, to try to finish off Drake. But ultimately, I feel like Drake's fan base is too big for him to really get out of here. He's a little too. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a little too big to get out of here. And even to the Kendrick narrative, going into what Drake has been saying. I mean, and it goes into really both of them. I have to go in on both of them on this point. Let me just say this point, and I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm kind of tired of talking about this whole thing. I really am. I'm tired of talking about Drake, Kendrick. I'm tired of this beef from the beginning of Like That. I mean, we collectively have given this beef a little too much mental space in our brains. And I just feel like it's time for us to just let the beef go. I think it's gone too far. I mean, people's kids, families, friends have been talked about. It looks like it's almost bleeding off into the streets. It's time to wrap this beef up. But what I want to say is, what I ultimately want to say is, I almost forgot my point. What was I trying to say? I forgot what I wanted to say, but I mean, ultimately, it's time for the hip hop fans to move on. We have to, because I want to wrap this thing up in terms of this beef. It's time for us to put our minds somewhere else. I mean, I just feel like this beef is overcooked, and where does it go? Where does it go next? You talk about my wife, I talk about you being a pedo. You talk about my child, I talk about your child. I mean, honestly, at that point, there's nowhere else for it to go. You have to go to the streets. You have to go to somebody picking up a bat or picking up a firearm. I mean, sadly, you talk about people's family, you talk about people's friends. I mean, people will take it that far. So, I mean, we really have to ask ourselves, as the average hip hop listener, where do you want this beef to go? Because clearly, it's gone too far. It's gone too far. Sinclair said, appreciate you taking the high road. Yeah, I think we have to. I think that we have to take the high road. I mean, all of us, I'm gonna be honest, Sinclair, all of us made fun of J. Cole. We really did. We made fun of him. We thought that it was a weak move. We thought that that it was, like, come on, J. Cole, why would you do this? All of us was laughing at him. All of us was, clowning him. But at this moment in time, for me, he looks like the only rational person at that point in time. I mean, honestly, he looks like the only rational person at that point in time. He looks like the only person that realized what was happening, realized what people were pushing him into. He realized that he didn't want nobody talking about his family. He didn't want nobody talking about his friends, talking about his personal life. He realized, you know what? I don't want to be involved in this because I don't want to hate either one of you guys for the rest of my lives. Because at this point, Kendrick and Drake, I don't really see a way that they could be cool for a while. There's no piecing this up at this point. I don't really see a way that they can piece this up. Not when you talk about people's kids and wives and friends and you calling me a pedo. Like, no, we gotta shoot the fade after that. We definitely gotta shoot the fade after that. So, just in my opinion, I feel like that this beef is cooked, and I want to wrap it up. gonna wrap it up on that point. You know, I think we've given this beef enough mental space. Now let's get on to another beef. I have to talk about this. I won't take too much time talking about this, but we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this, and I want to put this up on the screen. We have to talk about Jim Jones. Jim Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Jim Jones getting beat up at the airport by Statler and Waldorf. We have to talk about it. We have to talk about Jim Jones getting washed by Statler and Waldorf at the airport. Hitting those squats, bench pressing 300 pounds off the bar, lifting all those dumbbells, but them two old ass white men washed him at that airport. Sinclair says the airport escalator. Exactly. Now don't get me wrong, he held his own. I'm not gonna lie, Sinclair. He held his own. He did. He grabbed that one dude and, you know, hit him with the body slam on the escalator. You know? He held his own, but let's be real. He was getting beat up by Statler and Waldorf. Both of them dudes was like in their 60s. Let's be real. Them dudes was in their 60s, Sinclair. Come on. He beating on some elderly folk, man. And Sinclair, did you see him? Did you see him snitching? Tell me you seen him snitching, Sinclair. This is supposed to be the badass Billy. Trey. You know, I'm running around New York with the red flag on. This is supposed to be badass Billy, but he's snitching on Statler and Waldorf. Why you snitching on Statler and Waldorf, man? I was appalled at that, and it really put things in perspective for me. I'm not gonna play the video. Right? I'm not gonna play them fighting. I'm not gonna do that. But I mean, honestly, Jim Jones, I just want to talk about this for a little bit. Jim Jones, I don't want to hear no more gangster raps from you. I don't want to hear no more about you being a badass Billy. Salute to Nelly. I see Nelly's in the building. Salute to Nelly. Salute to Nelly. Salute to Nelly. Oh, she says, "Hey, True. Hope you're having a good night." Yeah, I'm having a decent night. How's your night going, Nelly? Yeah, but you know, in terms of Jim Jones, like, I don't want to hear no more gangster raps from Jim Jones. I don't want to hear nothing about you being a badass Billy. I mean, this is a man who for years promoted gangster rap. He's responsible. There's even interview where he talks about he inspired a lot of New York young men in New York to, you know, carry around that red flag, that blood flag. You know, I just feel like, you know, his whole, it's been a lie. It's been a lie. You know, all of the stuff that he's been rapping about, him being a badass Billy, him, you know, not ratting, him hating on 6ix9ine. He's been hating on 6ix9ine too. All of that narrative is it's been hogwash. It's been hogwash. Jim Jones, you're a snitch. And you didn't even snitch on. You're not snitching on, like, you know, hardened criminals and hardened gang members. You over here snitching on Waldorf and Statler. Y'all don't know Y'all don't know Statler and Waldorf. Let's put up Statler and Waldorf. Y'all know Statler and Waldorf from the Muppet. Oh man. Nelly says I'm late. What happened with Jim Jones? He got beat up by two old white men at the airport, Nelly. He got into I'm not gonna play the fight video because, you know, YouTube, they be bugging when you put up like fight videos, like people fighting and stuff like that. YouTube, they kind of like, you know, they be going ham, you know, for stuff like that, any type of violence or anything like that. So I can't play the video. I'm not gonna play the video. I don't see a lot of people putting up the video. They're talking about it, but they haven't put up the video. So I'm not gonna play the video. But yeah, he got into a fight with two white men at the airport. And they was in their 60s. And he snitched on them. Now listen, normally, I'm gonna be real with you. Normally this wouldn't be a big deal for me, right? I would say normally if this was anybody else, let's say if this was Flo Rida, or this was like a rapper that wasn't like a gang member. Let's say even if this was Drake. If this was let me think of a rapper that's not like a gangster. If this was Kanye West, or if this was like any type of rapper like that don't rap about being a gangster, don't rap about, you know, no snitching and stuff like that. That's, you know, that's pretty much tuned into the gangster lifestyle, right? Any of them, I would say, you know what? I understand they were protecting themselves. And when the police showed up, they wanted to let it be known to the police that I had nothing to do with this scuffle. These two, they tried to jump me. But Jim Jones, you're a gangster rapper. You've been rapping for 20 years about, you know, running around with a red flag that you're 9 Trey. You're a badass Billy. Remember those wiretaps? Do I have to play the wiretaps? I might have to play the wiretaps. Hold on. Let me play those wiretaps. Because this is why I'm mad at Jim Jones. Let me play those wiretaps with Mel Matrix. You remember these wiretaps when he was talking about super violating 6ix9ine? Let's play. Now remember, he snitched on these two white men. He snitched on Statler and Waldorf. He snitched on Statler and Waldorf because, you know, he was a rambunctious Negro, and, you know, and they wanted to calm his ass down. You know, just two hardworking, tax-paying, you know, senior citizens, you know, defending themselves from this, you know, gang member. He snitched on them. But when 6ix9ine was ratting and telling people that, you know, 9 Trey pretty much, you know, robbed him, he was talking about super violating 6ix9ine. Let's play this. Remember this?
He definitely humiliating Shawty right now, bro. Well, you got your picture up here next to the post. You're like, when you go to YouTube and World Star, they got his picture next to this shit. And everything he say.
How many of y'all remember this?
Split screen with Shawty picture next to this shit.
Jim Jones on audio. Now, I want y'all to walk with me, right? I need y'all to walk with me. I may have to hold some of y'all hands on this one because I want y'all to see where I'm going with this. Because there's a bigger thing to be asked here, right? Now, keep in mind, and I'm gonna show you some things too, and I'm gonna show you where I'm trying to lead you, right? Because this is what's puzzling me right now, right? So, Jim Jones, he's supposed to be this badass Billy. I'm this gangster. I'm 9 Trey. I'm all of these things. But he snitched on these 2 white men, right? He snitched on these 2 senior citizen white men, but he's calling on this wiretap to get 6ix9ine hit. He's talking about, he got to get super violated. 6ix9ine got to get super violated. He's pretty much calling for 6ix9ine to be deleted. Calling shots. So ultimately, he was calling shots for 6ix9ine to be deleted. Let's continue.
This shit crazy, son. But he doing that to make K9 think he don't got no relationship with boy. That's what he trying to do. He trying to live. He trying to separate himself. That's cool, but now he gotta get violated.
He gotta get what? Jim Jones? Wait.
Super violated.
He gotta get what? He gotta get what, Jim Jones?
That's cool, but now he gotta get violated. 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 That's cool, but now he gotta get violated.
Jim Jones, you supposed to be the badass Billy. You supposed to be the gangster. You calling shots. You 9 Trey. You know, you badass Billy. But when them 2 senior citizens was putting hands on you, you know, and you know, they was hitting you with the luggage across your head. You know, one of them niggas had a carry-on. He hit you upside the head with the carry-on. Nigga slaps you upside the head with the passport. Want to make sure he put them stamps on your head. When the police ran up, ladies and gentlemen, when the police ran up on them after this whole kerfluffle, he started telling. He started ratting. He started pointing fingers. And it's puzzling me because, you know, this is somebody who, like, and listen, I grew up on Dipset, so it's a little puzzling for me. It's a little puzzling for me that this hardened criminal, or who I thought was a hardened criminal, would stitch so fast. Jim Jones arrested, car pulled over, drugs. According to a report, let me just read this. According to an officer's report, Jim Jones said he, hold on, there we go. This is what I'm looking for. Rapper Jim Jones arrested for drug and firearm possession. Busted for drugs and gun possession. Chased down by cops, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for some reason, this case just disappeared. You know? Now, keep in mind, y'all, I just hold my hand. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. A criminal trial, federal trial, a federal RICO happened. I could pull up, let me pull up the federal RICO. Hold on. I'm going to come back to this. I just want to show y'all where I'm going with this. Just 1 second. A federal RICO happened, right? United States. Hold on, we're gonna pull this up. This is always a research show. Shout out to Sinclair. You know, this is always a research show. So, United States versus 9 Trey. This was a federal RICO, right? Here you go. Trial of 9 Trey. This was a federal RICO charge, right? Now, I want to show y'all all of the people on this criminal trial. Let me see if I can get to all of it. Here we go. These are the names of all of the people that was in this federal RICO trial, right? You got Mel Matrix here, you got Shotty, you got Fu Banger, you got Ish, you got Tekashi 69, you got Crippy, you got Ro, you got all of these people. Harv, Drama, Nuke. Now, this is my question, right? Where's Jim Jones? Jim Jones is on a federal wiretap. Federal wiretap calling for 6ix9ine to be deleted. And he's not on the RICO? He gets pulled over with guns, drugs. Wherever this was, he got pulled over. This was after the RICO. I mean, this is during the RICO. This is a little bit before the RICO, right? A little bit, it's like a couple months before the RICO. He gets busted for drugs, gun possession, and chased down by cops. Jim Jones, are you cooperating? Because you snitched on you snitched on Statler and Waldorf kind of quick. And I want to know why wasn't you in that non-trade RICO? All of your friends are there. Mel Matrix, that's your friend. Shotty, that's a friend. A couple of them dudes are your brothers. You was on a wiretap calling for 6ix9ine to get hit. You got pulled over with drugs and a firearm. Why aren't you in that non-trade RICO? I know why you're not in that non-trade RICO, Mr. Jimmy Neutron. You've been cooperating. You've been telling. You've been ratting. Just like you're ratted on Statler and Waldorf. You've been cooperating on the low. Because there's proof, there's substantiated proof that the feds will let you rock. They'll let you rock out here if you sign some agreements. Sinclair says, I think he didn't want to violate his parole. Nelly says, I just watched it and it looks like they rushed Jim Jones first. Nelly, they beat that boy. They was hitting him over the head with the carry-on bag. Hit him over the head with the luggage. One of them white boys pulled out the passport, slapped him across the face with the passport, left a stamp on his head. And what did he do, Nelly? When you watch that video, what did he do? What did he do? If you watch the whole thing, what did he do, Nelly? They did it. They did it. They jumped me. They jumped me. Now listen, I agree with Whack 100. If you don't know Whack 100, Whack 100 said, now listen, it's going to be a police report that has his name on it. That says, well, this is the account of the events of what happened. We asked Mr. Jim Jones. What happened here? He gave a report that he got jumped by Statler and Waldorf at the airport. Ladies and gentlemen, that's ratting. You cooperated. You've been cooperating. Let's look up the definition of snitching, just in case if nobody doesn't know what the definition of snitching. Oh man, let's look at the definition of snitching right quick. Snitching definition. Snitch. Let's look up the definition. Let's look at the definition. All right. Let's go to the Webster's dictionary. I could go to Urban Dictionary, but let's go to the Webster. Let's go to that. Why they giving me synonyms? I need definition. I might have to go to Urban Dictionary. Hold on. I may have to go to Urban Dictionary. Hold on. Let me go to Urban Dictionary. Not dry snitching. but snitching. Indirectly telling secrets or offenses. Hold on, my eye is burning. Y'all give me 1 second. My eye's kind of burning. Indirectly telling secrets. This is dry snitching. This is dry snitching, not dry snitching. We need the colloquial version of snitching. All right. I don't need the dry snitching. This is not. He didn't dry snitch. I'm not gonna put that on his jacket. He didn't dry snitch. He just snitched outright. He didn't dry snitch. He cooperated, right? He cooperated, and it's really the issue that I'm having is because he's been rapping about being a gangster his whole career. Informing law enforcement of a crime of any other reason is just someone performing snitching. This is snitching. He snitched. He ratted. He cooperated. He's a rat. This is coming from a guy who said, I'm 9 Trey, I'm badass Billy. My eyes are burning. Who been telling us he's a gang member, he's 9 Trey, he's been throwing up, all these gang signs for the greater half of 2 decades. And, like I said, I wouldn't focus on this story if this was any other rapper who just rapped about, being in the club and itchy yah and stuff like that. I wouldn't be stressing this. I would have been like, you know what? He cooperated, so what? If this was any other rapper, I wouldn't be on this topic. But it's the fact that this man has led a lot of youth to be gang members. I remember when Dipset came out and when Jim Jones was holding up that red flag and he was throwing up gang signs. He introduced a lot of young black men to gang life. He introduced a lot of, young black men to that lifestyle. A lot of inner city youth to that lifestyle. And to see him rat on Statler and Waldorf at the airport disgusts me. That's just where I'm at. That's just where I'm at. I'm sorry. That's just where I'm at. Cause this is just a man who, for years, 9 Trey. I'm 9 Trey. I'm a badass Billy. He's on phone calls saying he's gonna get somebody super violated. He's gonna get somebody touched. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. Like he's been doing this for a very long time. But when them airport police came running down on you, you ratted on Statler and Waldorf. I find it very interesting that you was willing to cooperate, Jim Jones. I find it very interesting. Very interesting. Sinclair says, Nelly, imagine a felon attacked by 2 white guys on paper. How does that look? 2 rich white guys versus 1 black guy. My thing is this, Sinclair, listen, if you're going to live that lifestyle, if you're going to live the lifestyle of I'm a gangster, I'm 9 Trey, I throw up the bloods, I rep 9 Trey. If that's your lifestyle, you got to live by it. You can't be a 9 Trey on record, but when you at airport and you're conducting business and a white man slap you across the face with his passport, you can't take off that 9 Trey. You got to go 9 Trey on his ass. And when the police come, you supposed to say, nigga, shut up, nigga. I'm 9 Trey, nigga. Take me to jail. Throw away the key. You can't pick and choose when to be a gang member. You know you didn't do nothing wrong. There's 100 video cameras in the airport. You go call your lawyer and you handle it that way. You don't start running to the police, start telling them, oh, it was Waldorf and Statler. They hit me upside the head with the carry-on bag. The nigga started ratting on Waldorf and Statler. Look at this Negro. Look at this Negro. And like I said, what disgusts me more than anything about Jim Jones, what disgusts me, what absolutely disgusts me to my core, is that this is a man, like I said, and I have to, because I don't know what you guys' upbringing was like, right? I don't know, like, you know, like what was going on when y'all was coming up, like what was popping, what was in when y'all was coming up. See, the thing is, Jim Jones was an integral part of my youth. He was a very integral part of my youth. I remember when Dipset came out. I remember when Jim Jones was running around New York with a red flag. I remember when Dipset was heavy on that blood, you know, it was really just Jim Jones and Jewels. Cameron wasn't really repping it like that. Cameron was like, nah, I'm just gonna wear my pink and spit my rhymes. I'm not really on no gangbang and stuff like that. But Jewels and Jim, they was repping that 9 tray, throwing up the blood set. They was repping it hard, y'all. And they took a lot of inner city youth, a lot of black youth. I can't even just say inner city youth. I'm gonna just say black youth that were growing up in even black suburbia, because I'm from black suburbia. I grew up in a predominantly black suburb neighborhood, right? You know, I was born and raised in Long Island, black suburbia. You know, most of the kids I grew up were either Hispanic or black. And even that type of, you know, 9 tray, all of that, you know, stuff that he was, you know, promoting to, it spilled into black suburbia. Kids coming to school with red flags, people claiming to be blood, be from a set. That's all because of Jim Jones. So the reason why I'm so disgusted is here you have a man who has been promoting gang culture to New York youth. And he's been a fraud this whole time. Oh yeah, it's very personal, Sinclair. It's very personal. It's very personal because I remember, it's like I said, I remember when Dipset came out. When Dipset came out, you know, it exploded in New York. Right now, keep in mind, Dipset was popping everywhere, but it exploded in New York. No diddy. But like, you know, like they were like really promoting gang culture in New York. All of these different blood sets was popping up in New York. It was so many blood. Like, don't get me wrong, 9 tray started. If you know anything about 9 tray, it started in Rikers Island. It started in Rikers Island because a lot of the black prisoners in Rikers Island, they were being oppressed by Latin Kings because Latin Kings had, you know, pretty much overpopulated Rikers Island, and they pretty much had the buildings on lock in Rikers Island. So the brothers came together. You know, they started a set, 9 tray. It wasn't official. Nobody in Los Angeles sanctioned it. And if you know anything about LA gang politics, there's never been a gang set that started in prison. Every gang in LA is a neighborhood, you know, rolling 60s, rolling 20s, you know, all of these, Hoover, all of these places are blocks. These are all blocks. There's no gangs in LA that started in prison, right? This was a gang that was started in prison, and you know, it wasn't official. Nobody sanctioned it. Nobody, you know, okayed it in Cali. But they started their own blood clique. Now, what I'm saying here is Jim Jones promoted a lot of, you know, violence in black neighborhoods. He promoted the gang lifestyle. He promoted it. And for me to see him snitch on Waldorf and Statler at the airport, it just really disgusted me, man. And it really begs the bigger question: is Jim Jones really a snitch? Has he been cooperating all along? Has he been tattletelling all along? Has he been working with those folks all along? I'm just asking a question. I don't know. I don't know. But if I put everything in perspective that I put on the screen tonight, if I put all of it on perspective, it definitely begs the question for me. But those are my thoughts. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to talk about that. Jim Jones getting beat up at the airport. I just thought it was interesting that he did that. I'm just saying. If you're claiming that you're a gangster, if you're claiming, did I click the wrong button? Hold on, my fault, y'all. Did I do something wrong? That wasn't me. Okay. But if you're claiming to be just a gang member, you can't do that. You just can't do that. That's what disgusts me about it. But I'll get off of that. I'll get off of that topic. That's just my thing. But thank y'all guys for joining me. Salute to Fred. Hey Fred, I might have to make you a mod too, Fred. You want to be a part of the mod family, Fred? You've been tuning in recently. You trying to be a mod? Fred said, I'm glad you got that off of your chest. Yeah, I had to talk about that, dude. Yeah, we got. All right, let me put Fred in the mod family, because Fred been tuning in. Yeah, I'm gonna make him a mod right now. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, here we go. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Check it out right now, Fred. You should have a wrench. Yeah, check it out, Fred. Salute to the 7 people. We got 7 people in here. Thank y'all for joining me. Yeah, man. Jim Jones getting beat up by, Statler and Waldorf, man. Is it? Salute. Yeah. Salute. Fred is a part of the mod squad. Salute. Yeah, man, but I just wanted to talk about that. Had to talk about that. Jim Jones over here snitching on these 2 senior citizens, but. Thank y'all guys for joining me. Salute to Nelly, salute to Sinclair, salute to Fred, salute to all of the mods, salute to everybody in the clouds. Hope you guys have been entertained as well as enlightened. I am your host, True and Living. Y'all guys have a blessed night. We out of here, man. Toodles.
In a row, foreign daddies with my name on their toes. These daddies acknowledge me, honestly, put the seat back and I had to see prodigy alone. Mama wanted stuck in the swallow me, wax ties.
Are you a sophisticated man that likes to take care of your sophisticated beard? Head over to badassbeardcare.com, where they have all of your essential needs: beard butters, beard balms, beard oils, combs, and different things to take care of your essential needs for your beard. Badass Beard Care. Head over there. And you can use Check-In 2024 for 10% off on all your items. Please go check it out now. We out.
In a row, foreign daddies with my name on their toes. These daddies acknowledge me, honestly, put the seat back and I had to see prodigy alone. Mama wanted stuck in the swallow me, wax